Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's newsletter. I hope you've had a fantastic week on and off the golf course, and you really managed to take advantage of that fabulous weather we had over the bank holiday. It was glorious. It was great to see the course so busy. I think it got up to kind of 30 degrees at some part, which really, as you said, is a massive step in the right direction. Watching the forecast today, it doesn't look like it's going to last. But hopefully by the end of this week, the temperatures they're saying should be back to kind of almost what's normal for this time of year, which is great. Certainly, golf is so much more enjoyable when we're out in a t-shirt. Talking about t-shirts quickly, as I mentioned last week, we have now received that second colour drop from FootJoy. So we've got that new colour collection in from FootJoy, which is all kind of around sort of charcoals, greys and reds. Very classy, and again, obviously, for those of you that are United fans, Liverpool fans, hopefully it's just up your street. Again, obviously, talking about the bank holiday, on Monday, Bank Holiday Monday, we had the annual Family Fun Day take place. Our second annual Family Fun Day. As we said, the weather couldn't have been any better, and it was great to see the golf club, really heaving. With local families and children, from Romley and some of the wider surrounding areas. I think over the course of the day we probably had between 150 to 200 people, either having a go at the fun putting comp, on the bouncy castle. There was a face painter. We had the two inflatable targets and nets from Cheshire Golf. Obviously, we had a nearest the pin challenge on the studio, which, to be fair, probably didn't get used enough. But hey, who wants to be in here when it was like 30 degrees outside? It was brilliant. It was great for everyone involved. These kind of events, they do take a lot of hard work and organising, and I think it went brilliantly. The barbecue, again, we had a barbecue this year, which was different. That was packed. The queue was kind of round the clubhouse for the barbecue. So it was brilliant, and I do kind of hope that. From these sort of events, it just kind of gets the golf club kind of, hopefully etched in people's minds that, if they live in Romley or the local areas and they think about golf, hopefully, Romley is the first thing they think of, and they want to come here to, either play, join, have lessons, all of it really. So well done everyone, and let's kind of hope that next year we can make it even bigger and better still. I wanted to send you obviously a quick video tip again from this week, and what I wanted to talk to you about this week is a tip aimed at golfers who slice it. Now, obviously, a lot of people who slice it, are often probably told they kind of come over the top. So over the top is basically where the club kind of almost approaches from the outside of the ball and then kind of swings left across the ball, as you can see there. Now, an out to in swing, as it's also known, is one of the biggest reasons why golfers tend to slice or cut the ball to the right, because the swing is kind of going left of where potentially the club face is aiming. Okay. Now, there's many reasons as to why you may have this move in your golf swing. It could be related to your backswing. It could be related to kind of how you start the downswing. Is it your shoulders that unwind first? Is it your hips that go first? So, it's very difficult in many ways to kind of, I suppose, give you the perfect answer to suit all of you out there that do come across it from out to in. But I have got a practice drill that works for everybody. Okay, so this is a really good practice drill to try and help stop people coming across it, as we say, from out to in. And all you need is a drinks bottle. Okay, so. This is a bottle of dark Pepsi. Other brands are available. Okay, if it's got a little bit of liquid still left in it, it is better because it stands up a bit, bit easier if you're outside. But in the studio, obviously, it's fine. And all you do is draw a line back from the golf ball and place the bottle kind of where are we there? Maybe sort of 2 to 2.5 feet behind the ball. Hopefully, as you can see. Now, when I set up to it. I want to try and get the feeling that first of all my club kind of comes on the inside of the bottom. So if any of you are taking the club back too wide or outside, you may well knock the bottle over on your backswing. But more importantly, we want to try and return into the ball without knocking the bottle over. Okay. So again, even though my backswing might be good, if I do sort of come over it, as we've talked about, the club will come down. I'll catch the bottle on the downswing. So. I've got one of our magic markers on the club head for the HMT. So this is going to pick up my path, okay, so we'll be able to see straight away on the launch monitor whether or not I have indeed hit the ball from the inside into out, or whether or not I've come over it and hit it from out to in, or you should be able to see from the bottle. But so if I set up to one, so again, so we want to try and always have that feeling of letting the club sort of, come back slightly on the inside, and then most importantly try and feel that the club returns from the inside. There you go, so thankfully I've missed the bottle. I've hit a nice little draw. Where's that one gone? So, okay, it's not my longest hit, 268, but still pretty good. But there you go, if you can see that reading there, look, it says I'm 2.7 degrees in to out, okay? Whereas, as you said, if I was coming across it, obviously I may have knocked the bottle over, or that reading would have said out to in. Okay, so, it's a dead easy tip. Doesn't have to be a drinks bottle. Some people use head covers, some people stand up sort of, sort of disposable, portable coffee cups. A couple of tea pegs. There's lots and lots of things that you can do to try and sort of help with it. You could easily put a tea peg, just on the outside of the ball there. And again, if I come over the top, you can see that I'll end up hitting both objects. Whereas if I hit it from the inside, that outside tee should stay in place, and I should be able to kind of swing, kind of in to out, as we've called it. But, slicing probably is one of the number one faults that we see, through the golf studio and out on the lesson tee. So, if you are one of those golfers who's struggling out there, remember you don't have to suffer alone. Myself and Graham are on hand, basically 7 days a week to help you really. So, please, get in touch. Let's get you booked into studio. Let's get you on the launch monitor. Let's kind of analyse what your path is, what your club face is doing, really what your individual tendencies are, and let's change it. Let's make this year your best golfing year ever. But before I leave you, don't forget to keep reading further down below. So there is a review of the Family Fun Day and some pictures that we took on the day. If you keep going below that, there's some information about our complete equipment solution that I mentioned a little bit in last week's newsletter. All the competition results are down there. So yeah, keep reading. Have a fabulous week, everyone, and I'll see you down the club soon. See you later. Bye.